Morning, YouTube. I know, another car video. Bear with me. I want to talk about why members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints should vote for Donald J. Trump. You're mixing religion and politics together. You're not supposed to do that. We're not in church. I'm not doing this, but this is part of my calling. And I think I'm allowed to use my upbringing, my religion, to inform my political decisions. And I'm sharing that with you all now. So, calm down. Now, why should you, as a faithful Latter-day Saint, vote for Donald J. Trump? I know that some of you have not voted for him in the past because he is, quote, not a righteous man. He is not a good person. And so some of you voted for third-party candidates because you couldn't bring yourself to vote for someone who was wicked. Commendable, I suppose. Unfortunately, in our legal system, if you're not voting for a Democrat or a Republican, there's very little chance that you're going to actually do any good in national elections. I'm sorry. That's just the fact of the matter. It sucks. I don't like it either, but that's the way it is. Now, addressing the whole Trump is not righteous enough for you. I'm sorry. King Benjamin is never going to be on the ballot. Pahoran is never going to be on the ballot. And I'm sorry, for those of you who are either not LDS or are outright anti-Mormon or whatever, just click off this video. But for those of you who are LDS and have read your Book of Mormon, you'll know who I'm talking about. Those politicians at this time in the United States do not exist. We do not have men in political office, or at least not very many of them, who could also serve as prophets, seers, and revelators. There's just, that isn't working at the moment. I'll tell you who there is, which Book of Mormon character is on the ballot. And it's Donald J. Trump. And the Book of Mormon character he is very closely related to is in the Book of Ether, King Morianton. And he's mentioned in the 10th chapter of the Book of Ether. And in verse 11, it describes exactly the kind of president we can hope for in this country at the time. And I cannot quote it to you because I didn't take the time to memorize it, but I'm going to go ahead and splice it in. All right, so now that you have seen the verse, that is who Donald J. Trump is. Does he have flaws? Yes. Does he specifically have whoredom flaws? I don't know, and that's not my business. I don't care. I don't care about his personal life. What I care about is if he rules righteously. And if you can keep reading about Morianton, his people prosper under him because he rules justly. Yeah, he may be cut off from the presence of the Lord because of his sins. But again, you are not going to be voting for a Pahoran in this or any election for the time being. Do you really think that this country can produce Pahorans, King Benjamins, Captain Moroni's at the national level at this time? Be honest. It can't. So, as Latter-day Saints, I think it is in our best interest to vote for the Moriantons. Yeah, these guys may not be perfect, but are they going to be just rulers? If the answer is yes, then go ahead and vote for him. Because here's your other option in this election cycle. Your third-party candidate choice, as much as it might make you feel good, can't win. So if you don't vote for Donald J. Trump, and he loses in the district that you're voting in, the other option is Kamala Harris. And she's not only wicked, but she also is a awful ruler. She will not rule justly. She already has not ruled justly. That's why, in my opinion, again, not sanctioned by the church, blah, 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 blah. I'm not at church. This is not part of my calling or anything like that, so I think I'm safe. That is why, in my opinion, you, as a Latter-day Saint, should be voting for Donald J. Trump in 2024.